At this time, I'd like to call the Special Planning Commission meeting for December 14th, 2023 in order. Madam Secretary, roll, please.
Ali.
Present.
Grotman is excused. Schumann.
Present.
Abens.
Here.
Smolik.
Here.
Members of the administration, Chief Building Official Fursden.
Here.
Assistant Law Director Morgan.
Here.
Planning and Development Director Lieber.
Here.
City Engineer Evanson.
Here.
Please, if everyone could please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam Secretary, please read the first or the only application for tonight.
39097 Center Ridge Road, PPN 07-000-046-108-012 and 013. Applicant Richard Cook, Vacancy Holding LLC, 39097 Center Ridge Road, North Ridgeville, Ohio, 44039. Proposal consists of rezoning two parcels currently zoned B3 Highway Commercial District to I2 Light Industrial District.
Okay, is there someone in the audience who represents this project?
I do, sir.
All right, thank you. Please stand up to the podium, state your name and address for the record, and tell us a little bit about your project.
Hi, my name is Richard Cook. You want my address for the building or my personal address?
Building is fine, your business
Personal's fine. I
address.
live off of Case Road, 5899 Case Road here in North Ridgeville. I purchased this property from Jim's Electric, or Jim Twerdy, and one of their property holding companies, which was formerly renting that to my wood loft, which was doing some manufacturing there. Well, the space fits what our needs for production, for our light production that we do very nicely. We've been renting a building from the R.W. Beckett Corporation off of Race Road for 20 years, over 20 years. And rather than paying rent eternally, it was decided by our owners that we wanted to buy our own building. And we wanted to stay in Ridgeville. Well, I looked at the manufacturing that's on the street with R.W. Beckett, and all the other buildings in the old shopping center that had been changed in there. And I did not believe I would have a problem with that, and that was my error. So now I have a building, and I'm here to request it be changed to light industrial, which will allow us to produce the kind of parts we do, which is just light steel turning product.
Okay, is there any questions or comments from the commission? So I guess I have a question. You said you already purchased it, or is it a pending purchase?
No, we have already purchased the building.
Okay.
At this point, yeah.
And then you found out about the zoning after the fact?
Yeah, the zoning map I looked at, everything that I saw on it, the colors apparently were not correct, and it showed that I went by the colors on a map, and it showed the R.W. Beckett, and everything in that way in the same color. So I didn't really realize that that was not zoned for light industrial.
And what exactly is what do you guys manufacture then?
We make lifting rings. I have an example if you'd like to see it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we make this part here. Am I approaching?
Absolutely.
We make this part here, something like this, or a number of these things. And this is machined on a lathe. We buy bar stock and small bars. We put it into a machining center. We make this. We then send this out, and these get turned into various sizes and things and become lifting rings. In this case, this is rated to hold about 10,000 pounds in vertical force. This one is I don't know what this one is. It's probably a 1,000 pound rated ring. And these are used in various hold down applications for different applications.
All right, thank you. Is there any further questions or comments from the commission?
Roughly how many employees are there?
We're 6 employees.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, go ahead, Paul.
You guys don't do any foundry work or smelting or any
No.
kind of, so there's no exhaust fumes or anything?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Is there any questions or comments from the administration?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I would normally advise the Planning Commission to reference its adopted master plan to look for conformance with the master plan whenever you're making rezoning decisions, but as you know, ours is pretty out of date, and we're currently in the process of revamping ours now, so we don't exactly have that resource, but I do think that this end of town is somewhat unique between Riddell, Beckett, and some of the other users in this area. It doesn't have that retail feel as much as it has kind of a mixed feel of industrial uses kind of mixed with heavier commercial uses. For example, the driveway close to just to the west of this property, it serves some fleet services and trucking and warehouse activities that come out onto Center Ridge right in that very location. So I think, this building is significant. The last couple of years of its occupancy, that previous occupant really kind of treated it more like an industrial use, even though it wasn't zoned that way. And I don't think it was a great representation on the outside of the North Ridgeville community with some of the storage issues and, how they would bring in the scrap and dismantle and all of that. So I was happy to hear that this use is not going to have any of that, deliveries will be to the building, it won't be heavy traffic, there won't be outdoor storage, it won't have the outward appearance maybe that it has had over this most recent lifespan. So I do think even though it, that section of Center Ridge Road is B3, but there is plenty of I-2 in that area, and I don't think it will be out of character or inappropriate to consider this for rezoning. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Is there any further questions or comments from the administration? All right, hearing none. Is there any questions or comments from the general audience?
I do.
Go ahead. Yeah, just state your name and address for the record.
My name is Mansukh Hirani. I own the property right next to his, 39045 Center Ridge Road. That's the Cobblestone Corner Plaza. You've answered most of my questions. And first of all, welcome to the neighborhood. We are happy to have you here. Just had a few questions. My building has primarily offices in there. And I'm just concerned, will there be a lot of excessive noise from your machinery or your pipe bending, or will that be disturbing my office tenants?
What I would suggest you do is just ask your questions, and then the applicant can come up to the microphone and answer
Sure,
them.
no problem. Sorry about that. So that's one of my main questions, and I guess one of the questions was already answered about any fumes coming out of there from any painting and all that stuff. So if then that's not a concern. But main concern I had was about the noise level. Because I'm so close, I'm within, I think, 30 feet of the building. So it's very close to it. So that's my only question about noise and if that's going to disturb my tenants.
Okay, that's
Thank
a very good question. Thank you. Applicant?
So our product is metal turnings, which are done on metal cutting lathes. And the noise, if it was running downstairs, you would probably have trouble hearing it here on the machinery and the equipment. Certainly next door, as far as you are away on that wall there, you're not going to get sound propagation out through that wall and coming over into your buildings. It's not allowed. You don't need hearing protection in the building. It's a very light noise. It's not a very heavy type thing. If you wanted to see our previous buildings, so you can get an idea, here's some pictures we brought. If you guys want to see them too, it's where we're at now. It just sort of shows inside the building and the parking lot, things like that, if that's needed for you.
Oh, yeah. If you brought, you might as well show them.
I only have a few copies.
You can pass them on one side to the other.
Yeah. We can share.
Through the
All right.
chair.
Go ahead.
Question, I'm assuming you use cutting oils? For your lathes in there? Pardon me?
So water-soluble oils.
Oh, they are, okay.
Water-soluble food, yes.
My apologies. This is my general manager, Todd.
Understand. Understand.
I can answer those questions. I run it, so.
Yeah, because my next question would have been if there were oils, how do you control it? But since it's water
It's a water
soluble.
soluble, it runs at 5-6%.
Yeah,
The only solid oils we have is basically hydraulic oil that goes into machines just to keep them running. We don't, nothing, that's all contained.
Okay.
But yeah, the only thing that we use that actually cools as we're turning is a water soluble cooler.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a screw machine, but it has.
Is there any other further questions or comments? I guess I have one comment. As far as zoning, I'm usually not in support of spot zoning. And this sort of might be in a definition of spot zoning, but there is a lot of I-2 around here. And like the administration indicated, it sort of already has that feel for I-2. So I'm actually comfortable with that. So I just wanted to state that for the record. Thank you. All right, this time, do I have a motion?
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve.
Do I have a second?
Second,
Okay, Madam Secretary, please call roll.
Ali,
yes.
Schuman,
Yes.
Abens,
Yes.
Smolik,
Yes.
motion carries unanimously.
All right, so you guys are all set. So this is just a recommending board. It's just moved over to council then, right?
Thank you.
Thank you
All
very
right.
much for your time. and
No
thank you
problem,
for
and
the
happy
information.
holidays.
Yes, happy holidays to you all.
All right. At this time, I believe there's no additional new business here at the North Ridgeville Planning Commission for December 14th, so we are adjourned.